When news emerged that Barbra Streisand had carefully structured her estate in a way few expected, even those closest to her were reportedly caught off guard. With a fortune estimated well into the hundreds of millions, many assumed her wealth would follow a traditional inheritance path. Instead, her choices reflected something far more personal and deliberate. Streisand's decision was not rooted in disregard for family, but in a philosophy shaped by decades of experience, independence, and artistic purpose. Her estate planning emphasized intention over convention, revealing a woman who has always followed her own compass. For Streisand, wealth was never simply about possession, but about meaning, responsibility, and long-term impact. The reaction from the public and within private circles highlights how deeply society associates legacy with bloodlines, while Streisand's life demonstrates that legacy can also be defined by values, vision, and contribution beyond one's immediate family. A fortune built over 6 decades. By 2025, Barbra Streisand's net worth is estimated between $420 and $450 million, making her one of the wealthiest female entertainers in American history. This remarkable fortune did not arrive overnight, but was built steadily over more than 60 years of creative work. Her earnings spanned chart-topping albums, box office films, publishing rights, television specials, and global touring revenue. In addition to performance income, Streisand holds valuable music catalogues, master recordings, and intellectual property that continue to generate revenue long after release. Her real estate portfolio, including high-value properties in California, further reflects decades of financial foresight. Despite this immense success, Streisand has often spoken with humility about the length of her career, sometimes expressing surprise at how long she has remained relevant. Her wealth stands not only as a financial achievement, but as evidence of sustained artistic relevance across generations, choosing purpose over tradition. Unlike many figures of her generation, Streisand chose not to leave the majority of her estate solely to family heirs. Instead, a significant portion is designated for the Streisand Foundation, a charitable organization she founded in 1986. This decision reflects a long-standing commitment to social responsibility rather than a sudden shift in priorities. The foundation supports causes including education, public health, environmental protection, and women's rights, areas Streisand has championed throughout her life. Her estate plan ensures that future royalties, investments, and select properties will continue funding these efforts for years to come. While such choices can surprise observers, they align closely with Streisand's public advocacy and personal beliefs. For her, directing wealth towards structured philanthropy is a way to ensure that the success she achieved continues to serve broader societal goals beyond her lifetime. A son at the center of attention. Jason Gould, Streisand's only son, has naturally become a focal point of public discussion surrounding her estate decisions. Though legally recognized as her heir, his portion of the inheritance is reportedly limited and structured, sparking speculation about their relationship. However, public curiosity often oversimplifies complex family dynamics. Streisand and Gould have shared moments of artistic collaboration, including musical projects that demonstrate mutual respect and creative connection. Like many parent-child relationships shaped under intense public scrutiny, theirs has evolved over time. Differences in lifestyle, personal expression, and professional focus have often been highlighted by the media, sometimes unfairly. Estate lawyers note that Streisand's decisions fall fully within legal boundaries and reflect personal choice rather than neglect. Ultimately, the attention placed on Gould reveals more about public expectations than about the private realities of their bond. A childhood marked by distance. Barbra Streisand was born on April 24, 1942, in Brooklyn, New York, into a working-class Jewish family shaped by early loss. Her father died when she was just over a year old, leaving her mother to raise her under difficult circumstances. Emotional warmth was limited, and encouragement was often replaced by criticism, particularly regarding appearance and career aspirations. These early experiences fostered a deep sense of self-reliance. Living with a stepfather did little to ease household tensions, and Streisand learned early how to depend on her own inner drive. Such formative years are often cited by biographers as influential in shaping her independent nature and guarded personal relationships. Rather than discouraging her, this environment strengthened her resolve to define herself on her own terms, a pattern that would repeat throughout her personal and professional life. Finding strength through education and ambition. At Erasmus Hall High School in Brooklyn, Streisand's abilities began to shine. She excelled academically and participated in music-related activities, graduating near the top of her class. Despite her success, she chose not to attend college, instead moving to Manhattan to pursue acting and singing. With limited financial support, she took night classes, auditioned relentlessly, and performed wherever opportunity allowed. During this period, she altered the spelling of her name, a symbolic gesture that reflected her desire to stand apart and build a distinct identity. Her early performances in small clubs and community venues helped refine a style that was unconventional, yet compelling. These years were defined by persistence rather than comfort, and the lack of a safety net forced Streisand to trust her instincts, an approach that would later define her career decisions. Breaking barriers in music and film. Streisand's breakthrough came in the early 1960s, when her debut album earned multiple Grammy Awards and immediate critical acclaim. At a time dominated by shifting musical trends, her voice stood apart for its emotional clarity and technical control. Success quickly followed on Broadway, where her performance in Funny Girl captured widespread attention. The subsequent film adaptation earned her an Academy Award, launching her into international stardom. Unlike many performers, Streisand refused to limit herself to one medium, expanding into directing, producing, and screenwriting. Her film Yentl marked a historic moment when she became the first woman to win a Golden Globe for Best Director. These achievements were not only artistic milestones, but cultural ones, redefining expectations for women in entertainment leadership roles. An unmatched record of achievement. Over the decades, Streisand has amassed one of the most impressive award collections in entertainment history. She is among the few artists to achieve EGOT status, earning Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony recognition. Her albums have sold millions worldwide, with collaborations such as Guilty becoming global successes. As a touring artist, she consistently broke records, commanding unprecedented ticket prices and drawing audiences across continents. Beyond sales and accolades, her career is studied for its longevity and adaptability in an industry known for rapid change. Streisand's success lies not only in talent, but in strategic choices, creative control, and refusal to compromise artistic integrity. Her influence extends into academic discussions on performance, production, and brand management, reinforcing her position as both artist and architect of her own career. Personal relationships and public life. Streisand's personal life has unfolded largely in parallel with her professional rise. Her first marriage to actor Elliot Gould coincided with the early years of her fame and the birth of their son. The demands of an accelerating career placed strain on family life, a reality she has acknowledged over time. Her later marriage to James Brolin has been notably private and stable, reflecting a preference for balance away from constant media attention. Relationships with extended family members, including her half-sister, have remained respectful but distant. Cultural analysts often note that Streisand's emotional boundaries mirror those of many high-achieving individuals shaped by early insecurity. Rather than signaling coldness, these boundaries appear to reflect self-preservation developed over a lifetime spent under intense public observation. A legacy designed to endure. As Streisand enters the final chapter of her career, her focus has shifted toward preservation and long-term impact. Through the Streisand Foundation, she has created a structure that ensures her resources continue supporting causes aligned with her values. Assets including copyrights, royalties, and properties are managed through carefully designed trusts to fund scholarships, research initiatives, and arts programs. Her extensive memoir and final collaborative music projects serve as both reflection and closure, documenting her journey in her own voice. Streisand's approach to legacy is intentional rather than sentimental, prioritizing sustainability over tradition. by directing her life's work toward institutions rather than individuals, she reinforces a belief that art and influence should serve society broadly. In doing so, she offers a powerful model for how cultural icons can shape their impact beyond fame.